back to Damn Parenting. I'm your host, Eva. Now, as we step into the month of December, everything around us begins to shift. You know, the days are, well, softer somehow, and the light spills in from the windows a little bit more warmly, and tiny hands are reaching for their mittens a little faster. And those first breaths of cold air first thing in the morning, they seem to carry the promise of memories waiting to be made. It's the moment of the year when families want to slow down, come together, and look for small pockets of magic to share. Whether that's wandering the twinkling streets, or tasting seasonal treats, or just finding cozy adventures to brighten the darker days. And today, we're bringing that feeling right into your headphones because we're delighted to be welcoming back the wonderful Samira from AmsterdamKids, and she's here to help us map out all the things this festive season has to offer families across the country, from simple joys to bigger outings, and from free activities to inspiring ideas. There's truly something in this episode for everyone. Settle in. You'll want to stay with us for the whole conversation because this one is packed with warmth, inspiration, and plenty of ways to make the season memorable with your little ones. Welcome, Samira.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
There's so much happening. So tell us, what's going on this December with kids here in the Netherlands? I know there's a lot happening, so we can't bundle everything into this episode, but you have curated a special list for our listeners.
December in the Netherlands is honestly one of my favorite months with kids. It's definitely cold, that's true, but it's also so magical with all the lights everywhere, hot chocolates, and these skating trips, and the feeling that everything just looks so much better in the dark. So today I'm going to share some of my favorite December picks with dates so you can plan without Googling mid-episode. First, let's start with the winter markets because we all love one. So, if you're in Amsterdam, there is the famous Christmas Village Amsterdam, which runs pretty much from now up until the 28th of December. It's located by Museumplein and it turns into like a really cute Christmassy village. And it's honestly, it feels so festive. There's more than 45 stalls, lots of food, crafts, a roaming choir, hot chocolate in your hands and light everywhere. It's really picturesque. And it's a perfect place to wander after school or on the weekend, perhaps when you've got some guests in from out of town. So, great place when you don't need to make a plan. Then, also in Amsterdam, there's the funky Christmas market on the 21st of December, so for one day only, and it's in the Westergrasfabriek. And there you can enjoy delicious Christmas snack, find unique products, enjoy live music, of course, enjoy some mulled wine, and the hot chocolate. Moving on to Den Haag, there is the Royal Christmas Market. It's now in their 10th edition. It's magical and completely free, which always helps. And this winter market runs from the 12th until the 21st of December. You get to wander through these beautiful twinkling stalls while choirs sing. There are storytellers who captivate the crowd, and kids, of course, will dive into the festive activities. So with the live music and a warm buzzing atmosphere, it's one of those Christmas markets that feels truly unforgettable. Then if we move on to Utrecht, Molen de Steur turns into Utrecht's most charming winter hideaway with more than 45 stalls and an overflow with one-of-a-kind, locally made treasures. It really is the ideal place to uncover truly original holiday gifts, handmade, meaningful, and guaranteed to make someone smile. And Utrecht is such a cute city to check out, so I would recommend that. Then we have the Haarlem Christmas Market held in the heart of the city around the historic Grote Markt and winding nearby streets. It ranks amongst the largest holiday markets in the Netherlands, with about 350 stalls offering gifts, treats, and festive performances. It definitely promises a warm, magical atmosphere. So put this one in your diary. It's happening between the 12th and the 14th of December. Then we have Rotterdam and the Trompenberg Christmas Market. For 3 days long, the Botanical Gardens become an intimate Christmas market with 60 stalls. It really is a beautiful experience. Then, moving on to Leiden, there is a lovely nostalgic Christmas market from the 12th to the 14th of December and then 18th to the 21st. It's in a charming winter village at the Christmas market where festive chalets and a cozy terrace with lots of tempting food trucks set the scene. In Leiden, you get to explore the delights of local entrepreneurs, savour delicious bites, and soak up the inviting, joyful atmosphere. In Alkmaar, you've got the Alkmaar Christmas Market, which runs from the 20th to the 23rd of December at the Wegplein. So in Groningen, there's a Winterwelvaart from the 19th to the 21st of December, where old charter ships open for visitors, plus a market, exhibitions, and concerts.
Well, that's a huge list of Christmas markets that I did not expect in the Netherlands because everyone I know always talks about Germany. So thank you for that. Otherwise, if we are not going to be freezing our asses out, trying to warm ourselves up, indulging in drinks and food, what else are we going to get up to?
So, museum wise, December is absolutely golden, especially if you possess the wonderful museum card. And by the way, it's very easy to get yourself a museum card. You can easily purchase it online and download it, not like the old days when you had to have a physical card. Dutch museums are hosting various Christmas workshops in December, including the Delft Blue painting workshops at the Royal Delft Museum. There's lots of family friendly activities and workshops at the World Museum in Amsterdam, and creative family activities like making ornaments or art at the World Museum Rotterdam. Many museums like the Rijksmuseum or the Heart Museum and the National Maritime Museum are offering a range of winter-themed events and workshops for all ages during the holiday season. Also, places like Nemo or the Museum Omniversum and the Railway Museum in Utrecht run holiday workshops from mid-December through the Christmas holidays. You can check out those websites directly to get more information on the full schedule of what's happening during the holiday time.
Well, that sounds fun. And it's not something I would have actually thought about museums. So thank you for that. So you've taken us from the Christmas markets to the museums. Where are you bringing us next?
Well, we all know the Amsterdam Light Festival, which runs from now until the 18th of January. But did you know that there are 27 other light festivals, at least the ones that I could count, that are going on here in the Netherlands? For example, if you're over Utrecht, you see the Trajectum Lumen. Then over in Delft, you have the Illuminated. And then you also have some more light festivals in Enschede, in Apenhol, Zuiderzee, and Dordrecht. So many. So it's not just the Amsterdam Light Festival that's worth checking out. There's a whole lot more to see. And also for something a little bit calmer and perhaps more magical, there's also Castel de Haar's light evenings, which are on from now up until early January. So walking past a fully light castle in winter will really feel like a fairy tale. And it's perfect for kids who prefer something a little bit calmer and prefer the atmosphere over the noise.
Well, I know my daughter definitely loves seeing things lit up because we never get to go out in the evening. So I'm sure I'm going to have to pick one or two of these to be able to enjoy. Have you anything else that you want to share with us?
Absolutely, the list keeps on going. If your family loves theatre and stories, the Dickens Festijn in Deventer takes place on the 13th and 14th of December. The town becomes a Victorian Christmas village with actors, markets, and performances everywhere. It's pretty busy, but it's really worth it.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's something new I wouldn't have thought of. Gonna have to now plan that one into my diary. Okay. So are you going to keep going or are we finished?
Just a few more to add in because you know the weather is always unpredictable and likely there'll be some quiet, cold moments where you want to be indoors. For the indoor moments and for some wild winter fun, you can always check out the Het Amsterdamse Winterparadijs at the Rij, which runs from the 13th of December until the 3rd of January. There's skating, there's rides, there's food, there's shows, there's lots of chaos. There's a show for the kids and something more for the adults in the evening. I mean, you could easily spend a day there without repeating anything. Then another indoor event for a warm escape, which I really like this one, is Pantropica's Winterdrome, and it's near Emmeloord. It runs from now until the 4th of January. It's really tropical inside, but with lovely festive lights and decorations. And it's great when you're just done with your winter jackets for the day and you want to enjoy something nice and cozy inside with these beautiful tropical birds. And for those of you that want something more romantic and very Dutch, Gouda by candlelight happens on Friday, the 12th of December. The town lights up by candlelight and it's absolutely beautiful, especially if you like slower atmospheric evenings. And if your kids love animals, December is also great for zoos. Places like Artis, Blijdorp, Burger Zoo, and Beekse Bergen run winter programs throughout December and right through the holidays. Cooler weather, fewer crowds, and often special feeding times or light displays make it worth checking out. And finally, my stress-free winter formula: an ice rink, hot chocolate, indoor museum or play area, All of those have got to be on the checklist for a stress-free winter. And speaking of skating, most pop-up rinks are open now through early January. So check out your local one because every city seems to have something. If you're in Amsterdam, I can definitely recommend the ijsbaan Jaap Ede. And on Wednesdays, the price is only €1 for a child during the school term period, so that's one to check out. If you want the full list with links, dates, and travel tips, I've added everything to Amsterdam Kids so you can just grab it whenever you need it. December doesn't need to be busy to be magical. A few simple plans can go a long way.
Well, thank you, Samira. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you're stepping into this festive season fully inspired and excited and full of fresh ideas because there truly is so much out there for families right now. A massive thank you again to Samira for joining us and gathering such a thoughtful mix of activities from all across the country. She's also putting together a beautifully curated Instagram carousel with every suggestion from today. So if you didn't get a chance to take all the notes, this is your moment. Head on over and save it and share it and keep it close to you so that you can plan your December. And now, here's where you can make a real difference for your community. If this episode has given you ideas or comfort or even just a moment of connection, please take a few moments to rate the podcast, leave a review, hit subscribe, and switch on notifications. These tiny actions have a huge impact. They help other parents discover us, they help this village grow, and they allow us to bring even more support, guests, and resources to you. Think of it as your festive gift to your community, helping us reach more families who might really need this space. So go ahead, tap the buttons, leave a few kind words, and share this episode with a parent who deserves a little bit of extra magic this season. Thank you for being here, thank you for listening, and for growing this village with us. Till next time.